Okay. Last little section we have is called recommended resources. And I mean, you just mentioned a bunch of awesome YouTube videos where people can, or YouTube channels where people can learn about the industry. Anything else you want to add to those few channels?
No, just because one of them say this is the way you got to do it doesn't mean that necessarily works for you. I know, some of them, they do all the repairs themselves. I don't get dirty in an aspect. You'll see my fingernails. I have no grease on my fingernails. I'm never going to tear a machine apart and try to fix it. I don't know how to. I don't really want to know how to either. So I'm going to be just the investor side of it. But, if you were a handy individual, this could also be a great business for you because you can make all your own repairs and you could save money on that side. So that's why it's so important that just because you do something different doesn't mean that it's still not going to work for you. And just find out what works for you and then play on those strengths.
Yeah, I like that. And it never ceases to amaze me how differently people run their very simple laundromat businesses, right? There's just a lot of different ways to do it. And there's a lot of people saying this is the way to do it. And you'll hear that from brokers. You'll hear that from distributors. You'll hear that from people on YouTube. You'll hear that from people on the podcast. You'll hear that all over the place. And there isn't one way to do it, right? Absolutely. Like what you said, to follow your strengths and make it work for you the way that it's going to work best for you.
Absolutely. Yeah.